Internet, what's good? Welcome back to Studio SS Detroit. I am your engineer Wolfie Gaines, and here we explore music and mobile tech. Now, I've been doing some dubious collecting over this time, and I think I've assembled a fantastic camera rig. It's versatile, it's durable, and most of all, it's affordable to the common man. Now, if you're someone who vlogs, does music videos, this might be for you. So, stick around, relax, press a couple of favorable buttons. You're now in the mobile studio.
It never ceases to amaze me, our ability to capture moments. It's almost our duty to take pieces of the world for the purpose of telling a story we don't even know the end to. You might not think a bunch of audio guys could appreciate such nuance, but it's in the very spirit of storytelling. Studio SS explores new ways to combine our technical disciplines to create something even greater. Today is no different.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at the inside of my wireless film kit that I have right here. This thing is really awesome, okay? It bridges the gap between smartphone cameras as we know them and mirrorless technology that we employ today commercially. And to demonstrate that, I've taken the liberty of setting up this initial scene in 4K 30 FPS through the selfie lens of a Motorola G7 circa about 3 or 4 years ago. So this phone is no spring chicken. And as you can notice, there's not a lot of control over the shutter speeds when it comes to the lighting. So we're going to head out to the testing site and we're going to put together this rig. I'm also going to be mixing in footage from a couple of my other cameras, like my S21 Ultra, just so you guys can get a frame of reference for what a system like this can do for a model from yesteryear in comparison to a flagship that you can buy today.
I forgot to mention I'd be using various microphones for comparison as well. Anyway, the week has been all overcast, so I won't waste any time getting to work. Quick note up front, this rig's a Frankenstein's monster of sorts. Fortunately, none of the companies have any knowledge of this unholy union. It'll be our little secret. Unless, of course, you hit those favorable buttons I mentioned earlier. Okay, starting off, we have the Smallrig CPU 2494 smartphone cage on top of a great aluminum tripod I found by Zetio. There's other cages out there, but this one gives you more mounting points and overall protection for your gear. They also make a variety of awesome hand grips with mounts and buttons. I chose the basic 2772 model to keep costs and weight low, since we'll add our own shutter later. It does, however, come with its own Allen wrench for tightening. It even fits the tripod I chose. Then it hides away securely in the handle's magnetic compartment. From here, you can decide on a flash module for either the cold shoe mount or the several 1/4-inch threads around the frame and handle. I chose the Manfrotto LumaMuse 3X LED. Caught it on a huge clearance from the usual $50 and threw a magnetic contact in the micro USB port. More on that in a second. Very compact and bright, the base attaches and makes a potentially useful female 1/4-inch ball head. You can mount it upside down to give the rig a smaller profile and take advantage of that thread. The standard build, though, leaves it upside up for more lens clearance. And from here, we move on to my favorite part, obviously, the audio. The remaining shoe mount is for whatever you choose. I currently use my Rode Video Micro the most, but you can easily get a shotgun mic or a wireless transmitter up there with enough room to mount other accessories. For the wireless pack, I chose the LensGo 348C. Up until this point, we've been sampling the included lav mic. So let's switch over to the Rode for a comparison while we look more into this. Alright, let's talk about the audio aspect of this camera rig. Alright, we already know about all the 2.4 gig wireless microphone systems out there. Of course, we know the king is Rode. You know, you got the Ceramonics and whatnot. This is the LensGo. Alright, and straight up, just off the strength that this thing has a TF card slot in it, I think it's directly going for Rode's throat, and it's offering a little bit more functionality for less, and that creates versatility, and you know I like that, so that's why we chose this. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I've already had a peek inside, but we're gonna get in here and we're gonna show it the cinematic way. Okay, of course, you got your kit and you've got your wires. Off rib, this thing looks pretty complete, even offering things that the Rode kit isn't offering. We got the case, which has gold contacts at the bottom. Definitely seems to be a charging case. That's awesome. Okay, and we've got some muffs, we've got lav mics, and we've got the cables. And as I'm touching them, they feel a little flimsier than I'd like them to be, but that is a-okay. I mess with a lot of adapters and cables anyway, so even if these broke, I got others elsewhere, so we're not gonna trip too much about that. And it seems to be USB-C powered off of that, so that is wonderful. I get tired of switching cable types, and that's what the audio aspect of this rig is going to be made of. Here's our receiver, and we've got our two transceivers complete with wind muffs at the top. All right, we're ready to cable this thing. Now, traditional camera top mics like this Rode here typically come with adapters for both your camera and your smart device. And typically that's where the madness would end. Adding headphones to the mix requires you to reconcile the TRS jack in your mic with the TRRS jack in your device, and that's where this special Y cable comes in. Matching up the symbols will give you the extra output for your favorite headphones, while combining both of them nicely into the input of your device, leaving your USB port open for charging. One of the good parts about this rig is that it leaves ample room open on both sides no matter where your ports are. Cabling your wireless system is the same. Yes, I see the irony in that statement. However, they do use the same TRS output. Live monitoring from either setup is just a matter of reversing a TRS-Y cable so it splits from the mic instead of the smart device. I've got different power banks for my needs, and I've chosen to mount these with Super Duty Velcro. The one on the right is a basic 2-out 5,000 milliamp by Insignia, about $35. The other is a low-profile 2,500 milliamp, great for lightweight builds. I'm not sure on the price though, it was a gift from a friend. And remember that magnetic contact? Goes to a nice little set of USB cables I found online. Make sure to get them in red, of course. I can swap back and forth on the fly without being worried about accidental snags or bumps. Doing this can help you cut down on using a bunch of different cable types. And it has a convenient light to let me know that it's working. Alright, next up, Bauer makes some affordable little gadget for content creators, kind of like this lavalier mic you're listening to me on right now. And this Bluetooth shutter remote connects instantly to the smartphone and can be relocated anywhere on the chassis as needed with the power of Velcro. Altogether, these items were pretty inexpensive, about $5 for the remote, and I believe $10 for the lav mic. Saving the best for last, let's tackle the optics. I picked out two common options for Moment, wide and telephoto lenses. They're a little pricey, but a savvy shopper can get their hands on some quality gear for a little bit less. Now, this V&D filter from K&F Concepts is the magician of this show, and the 37mm thread on the chassis makes for a perfect stage. My favorite feature is the twist lock design that holds them on the body, makes for great fast swaps. Glass is sturdy and they use quality materials on the body. I did a little digging around and found out Moment does offer filter mounts, in fact. And you can consolidate the build here by investing in one. Almost ready for action. Only thing missing is the sound guy's best friend, a dead cat.
A pet cat who means worlds to me.
That's gonna be it. We've just about thrown everything at this rig, even the kitchen sink. So I'll wrap this part up so we can see some demos and test more mics. Here's a look at both builds again. And it's clear, while we haven't recreated the Sony Alpha or anything, what we get in return is a durable, action-ready rig that supports a variety of mods, familiar and intuitive touch interfaces, wireless connectivity. With the right adapter, we could even step up to full-size lenses. We can edit and export projects in the field with no computer. The relative affordability means we can set up high-quality multicam shoots like this. And the relative portability opens up our visions to new territory. The versatility is more than I can get in this video, and that's a pretty sweet position we have at the mobile studio. But don't worry, it just means we have more to show you. These look like the trees the Grinch stole for Christmas. Oh, there goes some regular one. A lot of healthy ones out here, but this guy here, what the hell? I remember we was fiddling over cameras just a few years ago.
People used to talk about what, the Canon this and all of these crazy things, and then people asked me, what kind of a camera did you use? I said, my Galaxy, Samsung.
Yeah, that's where it's come to now. The clouds started to roll in as I was talking to that sweet old lady. So while I pack up to chase the daylight to bail out, here's a shot of a vibrant grasshopper from the last episode we shot in Florida.
It's like a perfect demonstration for the ND filter. Look at how much detail we can get out of the sky here when we've got it filtered back. And as I polarize it, we can get a little bit more out of it. But it doesn't wash out. And I'm just gonna play with the ISO settings here. So see, when I start to, I can start to overexpose it, but we're still getting detail out of the sky. And so then I can open up the variable ND filter, and look at that. Whoa! So you know what I'm saying? We're like back to square one. But as you can see, the point is, yeah, I can blow the sky out if I want to. I can make the whole thing white, or I can dial it all back. You know, I can make heaven open up, or I can open hell. But that's essentially what I was getting at earlier. We're adding a lot of control back into this system here, and it's gorgeous.
And with that, the overcast caught up and slowly turned into a drizzle. Which you might think is an ultimate killjoy for a video shoot, but with rigs like this, I'd say it's just getting started. New stories are born every second in the Motor City, and we've got ideas to tell them all. More adapters to make those ideas a reality, more gear to explore. More techniques and philosophies to keep the music in motion. We hope you like this video. If you want to see the music video we shot with this rig, click here. Or maybe one of our other tutorials. Either way, we hope to see you in the next one. Peace.